channel. My name is Chris. This is Driven by Boost. Today we got my Volkswagen Golf R APR Stage 3 Plus. I'm here today with my buddy Jordan. We're gonna let him take it around for a spin. Gonna test out some launch control. It's be the first time that I've been passenger for launch control, so I'm super excited to see how it feels on the passenger side. So guys, without further ado, let's go check it out.
I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression is all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Why you be on my line about nothing? Why won't you go get you $1 or something? Don't hang with a who line for nothing. I see that we different, you riding, I double. I don't do discussions on bragging about hundreds.
What's going on, guys? My name's Chris. This is my buddy Jordan.
Hey guys.
We got my Mark 7 Golf R today. It is APR Stage 3 Plus, built by GRD Tuned in West Chicago. Got a bunch of other goodies in this car as well. Running the APR intercooler with the boost hoses, the APR rear sway bar. It's running the APR DSG tune. They got MSS Sports Springs, the APR Pops and Bangs exhaust tune. It has the APR downpipe with the AWE track exhaust, so it's a switch path. I have the remote. I can change the valves to go through the mufflers and then to bypass the mufflers, so I can make it loud or quiet whenever I want.
But let's be honest, it's never going through the muffler.
Yeah, right. It's always going to be in sport mode, which is
race car all the time.
Race car all the time, which is awesome. We're going to go for a drive. I'm going to show Jordan the car. He's never been in it before. And then we're going to switch and we're going to have him test out some launch control. Let's get going, guys. So this is the DSG. So to get into sport mode, you just got to tap it down one more past drive. And then when it's in sport mode, it enables the pops. In addition, we got the integrated engineering intake. So it's an open filter intake, which I kind of like more than closed because it gives you like a little bit better of a sound. So the APR Stage 3 Plus kit, APR claims off 93 octane that it makes around 450, 460 horsepower at the wheels. And then with 104 octane, they're saying it's around 529 to the wheels. I took it to the drag last month off the 93 tune. We ran an 11.2. Which for the first time out, I thought that was good.
Okay.
But, maybe next time better tires and I can run the 104 file. We'll hit 10s. So this 3 Plus kit from APR, it has the EFR 7163. It's from Borg Warner. It's a twin scroll turbo.
Jesus Christ, that's bigger than I thought it was.
Yeah. So I mean, going from stage 2 with the stock turbo on the Golf R, it felt really quick around town. But right now, when you're just barely getting on it, it feels, I wouldn't say slower than stage 2, but it doesn't feel as fast, I guess, just because it's a bigger turbo.
Yeah.
Transmission's tuned by APR, so the clutch packs engage harder and faster, which kind of is essential when you're tuning the car.
Jesus.
I'd say like right around $4,000 is when this car really comes alive. Otherwise, you know, you kind of feel the boost, you hear the boost building up, and then you got to wait for it to kick in, and then it eventually goes. It's riding on adjustable springs. It's from MSS, and they pair with the factory dampeners. Mm-hmm. So when I go into mode selection, if I want to go into custom or comfort or race, it still stiffens and softens the dampeners to whatever mode you're in with, and still maintains the stock like usability of those dampeners with a little bit lowering capabilities. I found though, when you put it in sport mode and have it in race mode, so the stiffest setting really, it can be kind of harsh, but when it's lowered and I put it into comfort or soft. It's kind of that like good balance where it's not too harsh, but you still get that aggressive type feel.
Yeah.
Which is good.
That's nice about these suspensions is that you can control it. You're not just stuck with one or the other. You can have the ability to have everything.
Like it feels a lot more sluggish than it did with the stock turbo, because the spooling's way up top now. So like you almost have to put in sport mode to have any sort of like drivability around town, because you don't feel it in drive as well. All right, let me turn the exhaust back on a little bit here.
I can't get past the sound of this turbo.
Yeah, it makes some funny sounds. So interior wise, I have the forged carbon steering wheel from TAW Customs. It has the Alcantara side with the blue stitching and then blue center stripe.
This thing is beautiful.
Yeah, I wish
like that is the awesome centerpiece of this interior. It's
for sure, man. Like I was a little unsure when I saw like pictures of forged carbon, but then when I like got the wheel and I saw it in the sunlight and the way it sparkles, I was like, oh my gosh, this is the wheel.
Yeah.
So for this car, I got launch control set up at 4,000 RPMs. So in order to enable launch control, you got to pull traction all the way off. It's got to be in sport mode. Foot on the brake. You got to press the pedal all the way down to the bottom. Put your foot in the gas, and then bring up to 4,000. Let your foot off the brake, and it'll send you. So I think the tires are probably heated up just enough, but if not, it's all right. Move this straight away.
If not, we're gonna do an all-wheel drive burnout.
If not, I mean it'll be fine anyways. Yeah. So all right. Okay.
Brace yourself.
Brace yourself. Right. Foot on the brake, all the way. RPMs to 4,000. Oh my God, dude. Bro, we were spinning tires a little bit. Oh man.
God.
Holy.
It like takes your breath away.
Dude, I mean that all-wheel drive punch, man, that hurts. Well, you could feel it spinning a little bit over there, man. But that never gets old. That was fun. Dude, the Pops and Bangs are fun. That's probably one of my favorite tunes on this car. Like, it's hard to make these 4-cylinders sound good, but the Pops and Bangs just adds that element where it just kind of just makes it exciting, you know?
Yeah.
Some people just hate on it. It's like, why would you want to make your car like pop all the time?
But the fact that you have the ability to kind of quiet them down or make them more aggressive is nice.
Yeah.
So it's not just all the time, but hearing it outside the car makes me smile. Just driving it. Like I can only imagine how much fun you have just driving around doing this kind of stuff.
Dude, it's hilarious. I mean, when we going through tunnels and they just hear bam, 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 bam. So a couple cosmetic mods with the car. It's Atomic Teal, Gloss Atomic Teal by 3M. It's wrapped by my buddy Steve over at Over Armor Wraps. He did a really good job. So besides the wrap, we got a custom Strafe front splitter with some front support rods. This was done over by a shop in West Chicago. The Aerofabb rear splitter, and then the Maxton Designs rear diffuser. In addition, it's got the Mark 7.5 taillights. What else? The wheels are TSW, I think they're called Bathurst. And they're powder coated a Stage 3 Hyper Black. Alright guys, we're gonna pull over here to let Jordan drive it. Alright, let's have you do it, man. Alright.
It is different coming from my car with the DCT, where this thing has a torque converter, so it's actually rolling off the line, whereas mine just sits there until you make it.
It was weird driving your car and not letting it go if I put my foot off the gas
Yeah.
or off the brake.
God, I love the feel of this. Just looking at the forged carbon fiber.
Yeah. I mean, like, it changed the whole look of the cabin. And, like, as weird as it sounds, it changed the way, like, the car drove. Like, because you're just holding onto it, and it's like the first thing you touch, first thing you feel when you get into the car is the steering wheel. And having that kind of centerpiece just changed the whole dynamic of the car. And, you know, it's not a performance mod, but the thickness of the wheel, that kind of changed it.
Oh, yeah, it almost is a handling mod because of just the ergonomics of the steering wheel now.
Yeah. Yeah, well, for sure.
So,
all right, so foot on the brake.
I'm going to get it off these cracks.
Yeah, okay.
Gee, your brakes are touchy.
Yeah, the brakes are touchy. Yeah, no worries, man.
All right,
so foot on the brake.
Foot on the brake.
Yep.
Floor it.
Sport mode.
We're in sport.
So
everything's off.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
So foot all the way on the brake as hard as you can.
Yeah.
And then put the foot in the gas up to 4,000, and then let go of the brake.
Okay.
Whenever you're ready, man. Oh my! Oh, dude, it hits you harder in the chest, man. Coming from like the passenger side. Oh man.
Yeah, because like in the driver's seat, at least you have the steering wheel to hold on to and keep you in place. Gee. God, this is fun.
Oh my god, dude.
Not gonna lie. I'm having so much more fun in this thing.
Yeah. Dude, that's the first time in the passenger seat that I've felt launch control of my car, man. It feels way faster. We were spinning tires too, did you feel it? Man.
Oh my god. That was awesome. Just the launch of this thing, how you're getting the power, like right now, this thing is fast.
Dude, the DSG, man, dual clutch in this car, it's like a cheap mod. Like it's all the DSG. And having it tuned and shifting faster and harder really makes quite the difference.
Oh yeah.
When you're not driving, the car feels faster because you don't expect the power. Like you kind of know, you can feel the pedal, you can feel the power come on, and you know what to expect. When you're sitting passenger, you don't know what to expect, and it just comes on and hits you real hard. It's so loud, dude. I love it.
It sounds like one of those chickens just in it.
Oh man, that never gets old. Well, dude, I appreciate you coming out.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting me get to drive your car.
Yeah, thanks for launching my car, man. It was fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out the video where you get to drive Jordan's car. Stay tuned for more, guys. Thanks for coming.
Okay.
See ya.
See you guys.